Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. We are back with Cherry Home Designs and, of course, the owner, Christine. I can give her many last names. Do you want me to pronounce it Escribano? Or do you want me to add the whole Maggiore, Pizzi? There's so much. So how should I introduce you? I get confused.
I know. Right now, it's still Escribano.
Okay.
I haven't legally changed my name yet, Jill. So it's going to be Pizzi soon.
Well, I know you're the owner of Cherry Home Designs. I met with you and your husband last week. We got to discuss the work that you collaborate on together. Now there's a new face on the screen for those of you that are just on the radio cast. I get to see. Now, is it Uncle Jeff?
It is Uncle Jeff.
Okay, I have an Uncle Jeff, and I thought you said Jack first. So yeah, I have an Uncle Jeff myself. Nice to meet you, Uncle Jeff. Would you mind? Thank you. Saying hello and introduce yourselves, please.
Sure. I'm Christine Escribano, soon to be Pizzi, from Cherry Home Designs. And we help our clients live their story. And that is the premise behind our design and construction business. This is Uncle Jeff.
Hello, everyone.
Say your name.
Yes. Hi, I'm Jeff Mazzola, and I am Christine's uncle.
Beautiful.
And partner.
Congratulations. I love this. Now, Jersey Shore beach homes. I mean, is that what you're into? Because there's so many beautiful ones down there.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. We, Jill, like Jeff's parents. So it's interesting. Jeff's one of 5.
Okay.
My mom and him are brother and sister.
Okay.
But Jeff and I are only 7 years apart because he's one of 5.
Wow. I was going to say, because he looks so young, it's really not there.
Yep.
Good for you.
It's really interesting. And I moved to Westfield to be near Jeff and his family.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Jeff's wife passed away. And I was getting divorced around the same time. So we sort of patchworked our family together. Aww. And then we always had this dream, right? Tell them about the dream that we had with
the dream. My parents had a vacation home in the Poconos, and from when we were kids, and we've always gotten together and had big family gatherings, and it was a 4-bedroom home, but there was like 40 of us there, and everybody was like spread out like all over the living room, in the mud room, who was sleeping in the garage. It was just like wherever you could find a spot. Mm-hmm. So we always had that experience growing up, and it was really so much fun and so many memories with the family and all that. And we kind of when my parents passed, and we sold the house and whatnot, and Christine and I have always spoke about, we're like, the two of us, we should really go out and find a vacation home.
You mentioned that for 50 family members, like for family reunions and holidays, must not be easy,
right?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
That was the whole thing behind it, was to, we were kind of just like, we should really kind of rekindle this and get the family back together and have that, have those same experiences for our children, growing up that we had.
And COVID made us really kind of accelerate that dream, because we would normally be together for all the holidays, and because of COVID, we couldn't. Right?
Yep. We were totally broken apart. Like those 2 years were like lost. So we'd never had the family gatherings and all that. But during COVID, that's when Christine and I really he said, let's go and do this. Let's go find it.
And so the reason I met John was because of Uncle Jeff.
Oh my gosh.
They met at the Italian club.
Oh. So he was at that party then too?
This is before the party. They met 6 months before John and I met.
Oh my gosh.
So John and Jeff became friends.
Yeah. Like the year before,
And they then invited your friend Gary invited all of us to this pirate party, and that's where everything just sort of blew up. And John and Jeff get along really well, like brothers
for the most part.
Of course.
No,
we don't. So that's the story, Jill. That's the background of the story, and now we have 2 vacation homes. The first one really was about what Jeff said. Us bringing our family together.
Yeah, how did you do it? It wasn't always so easy, right? Because I think you made a bid on one house, didn't get it, right? Yeah. So we got to let our listeners know that happens sometimes. You got to set yourself up for failure sometimes and disappointment. But then again, it was meant to be, because tell us then what happened in the end. What did you find? Where? I want to know all about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was a blessing in disguise that we lost the other home, because this home we have now is absolutely, fantastic. And, we went into, we kind of went looking around the shore, and we're trying to figure out, we want to be closer, to North New Jersey. Do we want to be that far south? So that was kind of a thing. that Chris and I were going through. I'm like, oh no, I want to be in Lavalette, or I want to be, you know, I don't want to drive 2 hours and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, but Christine really kicked up the Wildwood idea, and she kind of got me on board with it because it was, you know, looking at Wildwood, it's on a very big upswing right now, you know, with the redevelopment and the boardwalk and bringing
And
in
my apologies,
businesses.
I'm not even sure where Wildwood is, to be honest with you. What township is it in?
It's
gonna
all the way
look it
down
up.
lower township, which is like, it's all the way, it's just before Cape May. So it's at the
Oh God,
very
it's
end of
that
New
far.
Jersey.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah.
I just Googled it. Okay, I could see it. Okay.
Yep.
I see big roller coaster. Is there stuff for kids there too?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I got a 5 and 7
park.
year old. So okay. Wow. Okay, awesome.
You would love it, Jill. If you have a little,
Yeah.
some young kids, like
Yeah,
there's zoo, there's the boardwalk, roller coasters, there's the water park,
Yep.
mini golf. I mean, like there's so
Love
much.
it. Love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
great.
so much for the kids to do. And so that was, you know, Christine got me on board with that. And I kind of was looking around. I'm like, yeah, you know, this is kind of more affordable, of course, than like, you know, further north, you know, the homes and the lots are small, the homes are expensive. And, you know, and again, we were trying to look for that home that could fit everyone.
Yeah.
And we found it down in Wildwood. And like Christine was saying, we did have that, you know, we were looking at that one home that we put a bid on, and, you know, we liked it. We, you know, kind of was like, yeah, this could work and all that. And then we started getting into, they accepted our bid. And then it was like a few days later, they're like, oh, you got to come back with a stronger offer. And I was like, well, we're already bidding like close to asking. And they're like, oh no, it needs to be stronger. And then the broker came back, it's like, oh no, it needs to be 50,000 more. So to me, that was like, I never heard of a broker actually telling you how much more to bid.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, that's, they shouldn't do that, first of all. So
Okay.
right there, that kind of made me like, I don't know if I want to deal with this.
Yeah.
So that's when we decided to like back out of that deal and say, go ahead, go take your other offer, we're out.
Yeah.
And that was a blessing, like I said, a blessing in disguise, because there was this one house that we were always looking at, and the broker we were dealing with kept saying, oh, we can't get in to see it and this and that. And I'm like, well, why? It's listed. Like, we want to go see this house.
Yeah.
So what did we found another broker or something, right?
Yeah. So we called, actually, John, this listing kept coming up in John's Zillow, and it kept popping up and popping up. So he's like, big yellow Victorian house. We were like, okay, that's, my house here is 1880s. And actually, Uncle Jeff helped me buy this house and renovate it. So that was our first kind of project together.
Yep.
He was doing house flips and things like that. So we collaborated a lot on that as well. But then when we got, we sort of said, okay, yellow house in Wildwood, that's an old house. What kind of condition is it in? So we went in the middle of winter. This was like what, January, February that we went to see it. So the three of us went down and we roll up to this house, and it's like literally takes your breath away on the outside. But then we walked in the door and all we smelled was cat and dog. And the house is like amazing flow, beautiful, but it was so packed with things, couches and furniture and plants. And dogs.
Definitely was a minimalist.
Like it smelled like a zoo. It literally smelled like a zoo. Oh my gosh. So we were walking around and I was getting excited. And then we walked in the backyard and we saw the outdoor. Now, very rare to get a 3-lot property 3 blocks from the beach, Jill. Like we were 3 blocks from the beach and 3 consecutive lots. So the house, the outside really, I would say, is what sold us. The inside needed all the work.
Okay.
A lot of cosmetic. As far as that, like we changed the flooring. We did, we painted every inch of the house. Yeah. And Christine, with her design background and all that, she really influenced the whole flow of the house, with the design and the, color scheme and the furniture and, all of that. And she did a great job on it. I mean, the house looks absolutely beautiful. And, so we just, it was, the thing with this house, and we had a budget to stay with. And that was the thing, like with Christine, I'm like, we can't spend, I don't want to spend over this amount of money and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to have this kind of, mortgage and insurance and this, and I want to keep the costs.
Expenses.
Yeah. Kind of keep it down. This house was like probably about 200,000 above what we were looking to spend.
Wow.
So we kind of were looking at that.
But you need to know that I'm Like I love to spend money, and Jeff never wants to spend money. So
that's not true.
That's a debate. It's a debate. It's a healthy.
Isn't it? That's like a husband and wife thing. Is John that way? Isn't that like right? It's usually the woman wants to spend. I agree. Yeah. Okay.
No,
my gosh.
I spend money on. Yeah. I mean, I'm frugal.
Yes, frugal or cheap. He's like,
what? Oh God, just good.
Call me cheap on a podcast.
Yeah, she did. She did live on the air. Everyone knows
he's very thoughtful about how we spend, honestly. Like, and it's good to have that counterpoint.
It's good to have both, because then you keep each other in check. All right, good.
Because Christine is buy.
Yeah, and he's no.
No.
And John is do. build.
So John's like in the middle of this then.
Oh my God, it's the perfect trifecta, because Jeff and I are on the opposite spectrum, and John sort of sits right in the middle. Sometimes him and Jeff align, sometimes me and John align, but John also has a little extra with me because I'm his wife.
But yeah, mostly he's going to align that way. So for the most part, it's 2 against 1.
Yeah,
you're
pretty loud though. You're good.
I love it. You guys are so cute.
Yeah, so,
my goodness.
So that's. I'm sorry.
I said, you guys are so cute. You're adorable.
Thank you.
So going back to that, like, so we're looking at the house and it's probably 200,000 more than we want to spend. And I'm like, oh, we can't, we really want to keep the cost down. And that's kind of how the idea came about of, we're like, okay, you know what? We could purchase the house for this price point, redecorate it, redesign, whatever, with Christine coming in and spending X amount of, money to do that. And we said, you know what, why don't we look to kind of like Airbnb a couple of few weeks and kind of help us offset the costs a little bit.
Why not?
And that kind of thing. And we're like, yeah, let's do that. And so we did, and it just blew up. And that's kind of how we got into the short-term rental business. And we're making it a business now. And we're really, and we listed it, in June, and booked the whole season out.
Well, except for the weeks that we had.
Yeah, except we wanted to keep a few weeks.
Wow, what an investment, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that is so smart. I wish I had your talents and skills to do that, because I'm not handy. I'm not handy at all. But a lot of my friends are, and they buy these homes and they fix them, and I'm like, wish I could do that. I know it's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding. And if you love what you do, and then at the same time, you're going to get your money back. I mean, renting out the home like that, $3 in the water, I could only imagine. We'll keep in touch, because maybe I'll rent it out. I mean, you probably don't rent it out in the summer though, when you guys use it all summer, or you do?
We'll talk. We take this year we're going to Italy, but
we take like 2 weeks.
We take like 2 weeks of the summer, and the rest of it is rented.
Well, I want to go to Wildwood. I'm going to contact you. Maybe me and my kids can rent the house. Seriously.
I would love it. Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to email you. Show me the link. I want to see it. That'd be so cool.
Definitely.
All right, good. You got a next customer here too.
I love it. That's all. That wasn't even the intent.
I know.
Look, we got another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, see, the wild. Oh my gosh, so cool. All right, so go ahead, guys. Where do we leave off? We still have lots to talk about. By the way, let's remind our listeners how we can reach out to you. Website, phone number, email, social media.
Yeah. So, that our business, the vacation rental business, is called Casa di Amici. So it's casadiamici143.com, and then at Casa di Amici 143 on social. You could also reach me through Cherry Home Designs at cherryhomedesigns.com, and also follow me at Cherry Home Designs.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Just got to establish that, because people tune in at all times. So we got to keep repeating that. All right. So what's next on our agenda today, talking about our business here?
So, I mean, I think, what Jeff was saying is like, once we saw the opportunity, we were like, you know what? Jeff was in the movie business. I was working for a media company. We were both looking for, passive income. And like, this is a great way to do it. But as we started to realize what was happening, kind of what we built for our family and what our nonna and papa, his dad and mom and my grandparents sort of created for our family, actually a lot of families wanted. And in the midst of the pandemic, so many people wanted a place that they could reunite.
Wow.
Yep.
So we built Casa di Amici, and that was really the way we came up.
That's how
we
it was
brainstormed.
born.
We were first doing Casa di Familia. We were like, but people, that's going to be a little tough.
Yeah.
And then Jeff was the one that said Amici. And I was like, we love it. Jeff and I were like, wow, that's great. So then I built the brand, and, we really try to be true to the home in the design and really bring in the beach. And we really love the whole idea of,
that's me. Did you get a text? Did you hit
your
phone?
I'm sorry. That was me.
No,
I got
don't sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because at that moment I hit follow on Instagram.
Oh, I love it.
Niccolini 143. I found it. I went like this, like trying not to look down. So I saw you go like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I messed her up. But
No,
I'm
not at
following you.
all.
I'm gonna look at the page later. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's really, and the thing is, we build a concierge service. We said, how do we make this feel like you walked into your house? So every detail, and between the three of us, really brought the sensibility of, this is a home you walk in with your toiletries and your clothes, and then everything else is taken care of.
Right.
From the welcome gift, where we give you a bottle of wine, a pound of pasta, and a jar of fresh homemade sauce, to get, providing linens and towels. So it's like we actually positioned it like a private resort.
Yeah.
So you
way
get
much better than those other companies. I won't say their names, but yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You get to be with your family and friends safely, right? COVID friendly, in a place that you're spread out. You got 8 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. You got a massive backyard with a built-in pool, a hot tub, outdoor showers, a bar.
How big is the house?
4,200 square feet.
Oh my gosh. It's got, oh my goodness. I can't wait to look at it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
So, and it's like, honestly, like when John and I got married, we hosted our family there. So now we have people coming to celebrate, 50th anniversaries, 50th birthdays, bachelorettes, actually hosting their family for a wedding they're having in the area, like John and I did. We have family reunions. We have people coming to visit, their servicemen and women in Cape May, because there's a Navy station there. We actually just gave away, last year and this year on Veterans Day, we give away a free weekend to veterans because John is a veteran. So we really genuinely try to make this a place where you feel special just walking in. And a lot of people have said in our reviews, like, it's like walking into a reveal point of an HGTV show. Right. So you put that out in the universe. And I guess, that's been honestly between the design and the love and all the unique elements. Like, this is where the furniture business was born. Which is
I'm sorry for those of you not on the Zoomcast. That's the house.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I can afford the house. Oh my God. I get a lot of couples or some people to come down or something.
Yeah.
Oh my, beautiful.
You definitely need
my
a bigger group.
Look at that pool.
Yeah.
It's really a special home. And it's great that we're able to share it with other people.
Again,
so that's kind of cool.
CasaDiamici143.com, CasaDiamici143.com. You got to check it out. And there's a video. I'm going to watch it later. Bring down the whole tour. You can see exactly what you're getting. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Really beautiful.
And
and it's 143 years old, by the way, this year.
You would never know.
I know. And the address is, we want to hear something funny. The address is 143.
Do you know what 143 means?
Yes, I love you.
Okay, I don't remember. Okay, I remember. Do you guys remember having a beeper like 20-something years ago?
The 143 code.
And 831 was 831. I miss you. It's all coming back to me. 143 was I love you.
I don't know what 831 was, but 143.
I don't know, but 143. That's how it came up.
Exactly. That's how Is that great?
That is
so
amazing.
We felt like it was like I love you. This beautiful old home that just needed love. It just needed love and good memories. And now we share all these memories with our guests who have come back. We're booked out for all next summer too.
Yeah.
And we rent in the off season because people come for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, Valentine's Day weekend, bring a bunch of couples. Like we open our home and we use it a lot. Like we go down there a lot, but we love to share it. And honestly, we become friends. At least I'm the customer relations person. I actually become friends with a lot of the people.
Yeah.
And they're just amazing. They treat our home with such
respect.
Love.
Oh, that's amazing. That's
really
great. No horror stories yet. I'm just saying, no horror.
No. I mean, we've had a couple
little
of
minor stuff,
but nothing that they've disrespected the home.
Yeah.
Do they? Some people take spoons and forks. I've always wondered about that. Like, how do you go back? Who goes in the house afterwards to count to make sure that all the towels there, all the linens are there? Who has that?
We have a property manager. We have
who does all that to make sure everything.
Shout out to Becky and Rusty.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's got to be difficult. I mean, every now and then you must place a spoon, but then after a while they use the whole set. I always wondered about that. Okay, good. So the property manager goes in
here and there,
but nothing major.
Nothing has really been
nothing major.
No televisions. No. Okay, good.
It's funny when we did our I did a lot of research, and Jeff and John we all did our research because we each have a distinct role. Jeff is the chief revenue officer. I'm the chief design and marketing. John is chief operations officer. So we all took a very you know, between the skill sets that we all have individually and then collectively, like we really balance each other well. So we really try to bring all of that expertise to the table to make it business, you know, hum.
Yeah.
And we also challenge each other, which I think is actually a very good, there's healthy debates, I would say.
Ah,
for the most part.
He's going to elaborate on that. Yes.
Some are not so healthy.
And the design, I you know, they were so supportive, but we had to do it cheaply. You know, we had not cheap, but we were investing a lot of money. Economically was, yeah, that's the right word.
Frugal. Or cheap. Yes. No, not you, Uncle Jeff.
And that's where the business.
You're never going to let that down. I know.
Yeah, exactly. I'll never live it down now.
Of course not.
So I converted a lot of antique furniture that I bought.
I was going to ask. That's what we talked about. That's one of your specialties. Beautiful.
Yeah. And that's how that evolved.
And that's how that really kicked up. I found my love of doing this, and I done, you know, little things here and there, but I had to do an entire house. And I had met this incredible furniture artist who I bought like 9 pieces from, but she couldn't do it as fast as we needed to. We needed to kick up the, you know, the rental. Like we wanted to be ready for summer.
Yeah.
So we had like an 8-week turnaround from when we closed on the house. We showed up at the house, Jill. How big was that truck with all the stuff in it?
Oh my God. And I drove it.
Yeah.
And that was
scary.
Yeah. It was a 24-foot box truck that I drove from North Jersey 2 hours. Well, no, with the truck, it was 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I was white knuckle like all the way.
And it was literally filled with all the furniture we had already renovated.
Right up to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our house here was our Amazon warehouse, and we literally kept everything here until we were ready to move and convert.
Amazing. And by the way, when was the house finished and ready, by the way?
So it was ready by the end of June 2021.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So it was really fast. So we closed April 18th. And that's when we showed up with the box truck.
Yep.
So, you know, and honestly, like the house, we're about to renovate the kitchen. So you guys can follow us in that renovation. We're actually going to be an episode of a Magnolia Network show that's going to follow us doing that renovation.
Gosh, awesome.
So it's exciting.
We're going to start next month on that. That's going to be on,
now, how does that affect how does that affect the people staying there? I guess you're doing it on an off, you have time blocked out. People can't stay at the house at that time, or you How quick do you Well, with you guys, all your knowledge and skills, how quick does it take to redo a kitchen? Are you gutting all the cabinets and doing everything?
Everything, yeah. And we're redoing the family room floor, we're redoing the dining room floor, and the kitchen.
Yeah.
The kitchen fully, right? It's a full gut.
Yeah.
So we're counting on at least 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
You know, because we got to run gas lines and do things like that. It's quite a bit of work.
We're converting some of that, so some of the rough is going to take time.
Yep, exactly.
Wow. Okay. And let me just ask, where are y'all from in Italy? Because you're going to Italy. Do you have family there?
We do. So Jeff and I are Sicilian mostly.
Okay.
John actually has family and a home, his great grandfather's home in Sila, Sassano, Italy, which is right south of Naples.
Okay.
We are Sicilian, and there's a bit of competition where Sicilians never say they're Italian, they say they're Sicilian.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm Italian too, Niccolini, but my grandpa I know is from Bari, Bari, B-A-R-I. Yeah, I can't say it. I've been to Italy, but not to those areas where I want to go, like where it's real beautiful. I done the tourist things like Rome. Right. Yeah. Which is beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But so this Italian,
it's a different experience in the South.
Yeah, I'm sure. And when are you guys going on the vacation there to visit everyone?
We're going to Castelbuono as well in Sicily in July. So
beautiful. And I'm sorry, you also mentioned you're a veteran. Can you share your experience? Tell me what you did for our country.
No, John is a veteran.
Oh, I thought you said you were too. Okay. I was like, oh, that's important to talk about. I know John was. We talked about that. All right. Yeah. So what else do you want to share about? Obviously, the prop. What? We only have 5 minutes left. This is what happens. It goes so quick. What else do you want to get in the next few minutes? Go ahead. Go for it.
With Casa di Amici, we, like I said, we this kind of evolved, organically, that we started this business. And then, we were like, let's go look for other stuff and let's scale this up a little bit. So we went and purchased another home this year in Cape May Courthouse.
Wow.
And that home it's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I mean, we have a big, beautiful finished basement with a media room. We added extra bedrooms. We have 4.5 baths in that house that could also sleep about 24 comfortably. And the house was really a great find. But we, you know, with the backyard, we had a complete blank canvas. There was nothing. There was like steps coming off the back.
Wow.
Nothing was touched. So we went in and said, okay, let's make this a resort. So we went in and we fenced off the property, which is a full acre, which is a crazy amount of fencing, but it privatizes it. We added a 40-foot Grecian pool. We put it with a spa, an overflow spa that stays on all year round.
Wow.
We put in a beautiful patio for the dining area. We built out a beautiful deck,
Massive deck
off of the kitchen that you know steps down into the pool area. I mean, so we really like that house. We did a lot of work to.
And that house inspiration, because we're very close to the Cape May Zoo. And we're the offshore town of Avalon Beach and Stone Harbor. So this is a little bit closer, Jill, than Wildwood is, right? So it was the Cape May Zoo. So all the rooms are inspired by the Cape May Zoo animals. So we have the peacock suite, we have the lion's den, the lioness suite, you know, the swan suite,
the monkey
lounge,
and
which is the whole basement for the kids.
And so Cape May now courthouse, is that on the same website as Casa Amici?
Yes,
or
it is.
Okay, good. We'll look at that too. What do you have any favorite memories from Wildwood that you want to share?
Oh my God, so many. I mean, could we talk about the first vacation that we had with the family when we we took everybody down for the 4th of July.
Wait, what are you going to bring up?
No, nothing.
I was like, wait, I was drinking too much, but no.
Yeah, probably. Every good story starts that way, right, Jill? So we brought our whole family down for the first time, and the kids, our own family, like literally it was actually overwhelming. Because we had just bought the house and we had just finished all the design and everything. And that house, all the rooms are inspired by beaches that we love. So we have the Maratea suite from Italy, the Grace Bay suite, we have Poodle suite. So, you know, every room I take color inspiration from different things. And in this case, we saw all of this work, like it was just like chaos. So the kids became the children of the corn. So that was a great memory.
Amazing.
And now they're all known as the children of the corn.
Yes, that's their new nickname. Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, a great memory for us, honestly, now is having our whole family there for our wedding, and that house will always be that place for us.
Beautiful.
You know?
Well, thank you for joining us today here and discussing all your ventures, and nice to meet Uncle Jeff. And again, if someone wants to rent out these homes, could you remind us how we can reach you? And then of course, we'll talk more next time about Cherry Home Design, the fact that you have your own company and you're doing interior, exterior, you could do everything as well. Tell us the best forms of contact for all of you, please.
Absolutely. So you can reach us for if you want to rent a casa, go to Casa di Amici 143.com. You can email us at casadiamici143@gmail. If you're interested in interior or exterior design, you can reach me at cherryhomedesigns.com or follow me at Cherry Home Designs on social.
Follow me back later. And so you're the same, right? You're linked. Yes. Perfect. All right. Follow me back and we'll talk next. Oh, no. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, Jill.
We'll talk in 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking my boys down to Nashville, Tennessee on Tuesday. So I won't be here.
I love Nashville.
And, me too. One of my favorite spots. So first time for them, except my son was 6 months when I took him, but we're going to have a good time. Nice little hang out at the hotel, do Christmas stuff, because that's what's important for them. It's like an amusement park, the Gaylord Opryland Hotel. Are you familiar with the Gaylord Oprylands? Amazing. So anyway, that's what we're doing. And are you going to the house for the holidays, or what do you have planned?
We're actually going to the house for the Cape May Christmas parade, right?
Ooh,
weekend of December.
Yeah,
all right, good.
Yep.
All right, we'll talk
then at our house.
All right, we'll talk in 2 weeks. Wishing you all the best and pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.